it's time to talk about leadership. How does leadership in the new normal look like? What are some of the strategies to be an effective leader who is an inspiration and a true role model for others? Learn more in our next talk by Elena Goryunova, Senior Vice President, Talent Acquisition Management at Luxoft. Elena has more than 25 years of management experience, and since 2000, she leads all aspects of human resources and employee management. 17,000 professionals in 21 countries by November 2021, the actual data of the company. That is impressive. Her scope includes development, training, compensation and benefits, employer branding, internal communication, along with the global inclusion and diversity. Hi, Elena, and welcome. Super excited to welcome you on the stage and to have you at our Global Awards today.
Thank you very much, Anna. Hi, everybody. It's really a pleasure to be here, and thanks for a fantastic introduction. You did my job, actually. You covered the first slide of my presentation.
Okay, that is great. And now I'm sharing.
Thank you.
The slides are visible also to our audience. I will be back for the Q&A part if we have time. Everyone say hello in the chat. Say hi to Elena. And if you hear something that resonates with you, do let us know in the chat. If you have some questions, don't be shy and ask them in the chat. We do want to hear from you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody. Hi. I was really impressed with the previous speaker, with Tertia's advices she gave us in coaching, and I think it really correlates to the topic I want to cover today either. So how the leadership should look like in our new circumstances we found ourselves unexpectedly. But first I need to put you into the context a bit and explain why I think I'm ready to share some experience, some knowledge, and frameworks which I went through during my career. I'm representing the company called Luxoft. We are a software development house. We're working with large accounts to introduce technology transformation, digital journeys to support the strategies of big clients. We're mostly working in three main industries. This is banking and capital markets, represented as an example by such clients like Credit Suisse, UBS, Deutsche Bank, and other giants of the financial industry. Automotive, very interesting segment. I think that all of you noticed that cars are changing every day now, and in the new editions of the models, we see a lot of new features, connected mobility, when cars connect us to internet and we can easily search and surf there. We see a lot of different assistant driving systems which help us actually to be quite relaxed during driving journey, and that's where our software is sitting. That's where we are putting our efforts and helping our clients to be successful in. And cross-industry solutions, the majority of different industries around travel, around healthcare, and clients there. So that's what we are doing for 20 years. And my experience is a bit unique. So you see on the map how the company looks like today. So we are based in more than 44 cities with 17,000 plus employees, and practically 400 global different clients all over the world. But if we look at the journey, which I wanted to share with you, and that's mostly how we started. And I entered the company in 2000 when we had 80 people. We started from Moscow, Russia, as a small startup at that time, having two first clients, Boeing and IBM. And you see this journey, which I made together with my team and a management team and the company, really puts me in quite interesting and unique position, I think, as a professional, because actually I didn't change the company during these years, but I always change the context and environment, right? So when you start the company with a small group of people as a startup, you really use absolutely clear frameworks, and you easily form the culture which supports the growth. And we from day one explicitly understood that our story would be about the growth, and we targeted the potential IPO, which we successfully executed in 2013 on New York Stock Exchange. During the journey, we not only grew, sometimes we doubled the amount of company during 1 year, which is really quite an interesting and challenging HR exercise and organizational exercise, right? We also made a couple of acquisitions. We entered absolutely different geographies in Asia, in Americas, in Europe. And at the end, in 2019, we sold the business to DXC group of companies. So, I managed to look at a lot of different business transformations and to be able to adopt the organization to different circumstances. That's why I think my experience is quite interesting, and that's what led me sometimes be more effective in observing, bigger pictures. So if we move to the topic, which I wanted to give you food for thought today, and to share my vision on how I see the main changes which we might observe, and they were triggered by mostly Corona. So you can see them on the left side of the screen, and I will comment them. But it will be great if you guys think about it yourself, and maybe you will have your own list in the given circumstances you are working in or living in or operating in, depending on the role you occupy with the company, within the companies or within the societies. So first, and I think most visible and evident changes for all of us is remote work. This is a fantastic, dramatic change. We never thought we could do it so quickly. We never thought we could do it for some of the disciplines or functions or events, but life really changed and made us change so quickly that it's very important to take a pause and to let yourself think about what exactly you need to change in order to support this dramatical move. We see that practically each area of functions or events within the at least life cycle of employees within the companies, they need to be changed. Well, most vivid example would be we never thought that we could hire and onboard newcomers physically not seeing them ever, right? So everything is done now digitally, remotely. People are sitting in their apartments, they're sitting with their computers, they get an offer by email, they soon get their pack by post with new equipment, they send signed documents again by post or using digital paperwork, and that's how it's done here and now, and nobody could even expect it like 2 years ago, right? So it's really need now tremendous efforts from all different functions to support this new processes. And you can take any HR process in the company, and you will see that really dramatical changes need now to support the remote work. It also puts a lot of challenges in day-to-day communication, in engagement, especially new employees. They really don't feel so attached to their new employers anymore. It's more like a pay slip, right? We can argue and say that definitely we can improve the situation. We can do really great things, and I will show you examples of digital communication campaigns which can improve engagement of people. But still, we need to accept that there is a way to go to in order to adopt to this change from psychological perspective. Dynamic reallocation of resources. So we see that a lot of industry now are really not doing very well, like travel, for instance, like retail, and a couple of more. And we see that some industries, they don't really need so much human resources working for them, and a lot of people are looking for upskilling, and different training courses in order to be able to get new skills and try to find jobs in new industries. So this is a big shift which we observe, and there is great boom in IT segment. I think everybody here noticed that it's now the demand is growing fantastically quick. So we have shortage in resources. We don't have enough employees to, or at least in Luxoft for sure, to support the such a growing demand. So we are really very creative here. So that's another big shift and focus we need to put attention to. The next one goes without any comments, I think. Accelerated digitalization and automation. Again, everywhere, starting from schools of our kids, starting from the bakery on the corner. Everybody needs digitalization. People would like to be online. Small businesses would like to be able to deliver their product services to the end users, and in the conditions of pandemic, when even going out is not very easy in some countries in some periods of time. So that's really quite challenging. So that's a great change which we notice, right? Again, remote work, limited possibilities to physically meet and talk. They really require absolutely different collaboration styles and ways how we, even now, we are talking online, and we don't feel this atmosphere of the conference, and we don't see faces of each other. At least I don't see yours. So it's all changed. We now need to understand how we are making our normal things in absolutely new ways. For instance, how you conduct feedback sessions, or how you conduct performance appraisals practices, if we are talking about my HR world, or how you conduct difficult business negotiations with clients, right? So that's all which is really quite interesting how we can adopt to that. And the last one, and I think that echoes Tertia's presentation with her valuable advice, the increased cases of burnouts. Teams are exhausted. I think you can feel yourself that if you are always at home working and living, so there is such a small, border between your normal life and working life, and sometimes you feel that you are just trapped in the circle of never-ending events, right? And that's quite an important impact. So I was trying to put here on the right side the crucial elements for being successful in new normal. And again, I hope that after this presentation you would think about your own list. I understand that we don't have much time to talk about that, unfortunately. And what I would like to stress here is mostly that the role of the leader now absolutely changes. So we now, the leaders of today working in new normal, they need to be very adaptive. They need to be able to address any changes any minute. They need to be very strong, and they need to really be able to be sort of a base for calmness of their teams. Because now people are frightened in a lot of cases, and they want to see a strong person who can explain what's going on, who can give hope, and who really can support and help to understand how to solve different issues, even personal issues. So that's definitely a big, I think, chance for women to take a larger portion of leadership roles, because I think that definitely ladies are much more agile, and they fit much more to the new profile of the new leader in our difficult time. So I think I need to stop here. I hope that we will share the slides, and you guys will have on the next slides a couple of examples of the ideas which we use for digitalization of the workplace and for better communication. But in case you have any questions, we have, I think, 5 minutes now, which we can use. Anna? You're on mute. Yeah, okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sure.
That moment when you forget to unmute yourself, you know.
Exactly. That's normal.
That's what you're
That's new
talking
normal.
about, right? In a new normal, the things are different and you need
Absolutely.
to be adaptive. And I think that
Yeah.
being adaptive is also being ready to make mistakes and be comfortable with them,
Yep.
right?
That's
And as the
very good.
leader, you also should get used to that, right? That you're going to adapt to the situations and evolve on the way. And that's how you
Yeah.
become a new leader in a new normal, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. I really like that you shared about the process of hiring and onboarding online and how that changed, and that we actually could have so many companies didn't imagine that was possible, right?
Yeah,
So
I agree.
here's my question before others also prepping their questions. That what was the hardest thing in the process of adapting to the new normal? For
Well,
you personally.
first of all, to acknowledge that that happened and that will never come back.
All right.
And that now you need to move in new direction. You need to forget everything you did. You need to sit and think of what we do now, how we do it better. Yeah. So we always hope that, okay, maybe it's another month and then we get back and to the offices, we'll start working as usual. But that's it, guys. That's it. We will never change again back to what we had 2 years ago. We just need to understand it and to become more efficient.
Yeah, there is no coming back. And what is the positive thing about that? What do you think that we are not going to come back? What is that new that excites you the most? And what is that positive thing that transformed the industry and the leadership style?
I think that we got the great kick to start develop ourselves quicker, more effective, think better. Always the stressful situation, difficult times, they really develop you. And that's definitely what's going on. And a lot of people, they now would get more opportunities because they would get better skills, which support the current new normal, definitely.
Yeah, that's so true. I really love that you said that more people will get more opportunities,
Absolutely.
especially
Yeah.
in the areas, countries, cities which are not in the center of attention, capitals, popular locations where we see tech hubs. It's like you have laptop, you have internet connections. Are you ready to learn and grow professionally, right? So it's all about your passion and it's about the effort that you put in because there are people that they want you to be part of that team. Correct.
Absolutely. You're very right. Yeah. So you can now work from anywhere and the borders are seamless. So it's really great environment now.
What is the hardest thing about working from home from you person? Are you currently from home joining, by the way, or?
Oh, really? I hate it, frankly speaking. I cannot do it. I want to have my life to be very clear organized. So I have my personal life separated from my working life, and I am one of the examples of people who really suffer sitting at home. So that's also, by the way, one of the challenges the leaders should understand how to address. A lot of our teams, they don't want to sit at home.
Yeah, and I really like your point about over communicating. It's like to make sure you check in, to make sure are you okay, how you feel. Do you have the environment today to work from home, right? To make sure that your employees, your colleagues feel good, feel safe, and in a good emotional state to be able to work efficiently.
Yeah, you need to understand how to read the signals of burnouts of your teams through the screen. And again, that's where maybe Tertiary could help us to coach us. What should be the signals we should pay attention to? For instance, let's say I'm very talkative today, or vice versa. I'm very calm and I'm not engaged. So that's absolutely new area. Very interesting psychological area. How to feel people through the screen.
It could be the next talk of yours at our event.
Yeah, by the way, interesting
Once
topic.
gathering
Yeah.
more experience. Very interesting. Thank you so much for this insightful presentation today. It was
Thank you, Anna.
really, really great to have you with us, Elena. Thanks for
And
tuning
you
in.
asked very smart questions. It's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the conference and stay
I
with
will.
us. Thank you so
Sure.
much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.